Marie Juliet never imagined that marrying into wrestling royalty would mean watching her husband passionately embrace another woman on live television every single week. While millions of WWE fans cheer for the explosive chemistry between Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan, behind the scenes, a real woman is silently battling emotions that would break most relationships apart. Tonight, we're exposing the untold truth about what Marie really thinks about Mommy Rhea Ripley being replaced by Liv Morgan as Dominik's on-screen obsession. And trust me, what she's about to reveal will shock you to your core and might just change how you view this entire storyline forever. The carefully constructed facade of "it's just entertainment" is crumbling, and Marie Juliet is finally ready to speak her truth about the psychological warfare she endures every Monday night. What she's been hiding will make you question everything you thought you knew about the price of sports entertainment success. You think you know what it's like to watch your spouse with someone else on television? Think again. Marie's revelations are about to expose a side of WWE that the company desperately doesn't want you to see. The real cost of kayfabe on actual marriages, actual families, and actual human beings who get lost in the spectacle. From death threats from delusional fans who can't separate fiction from reality, to the crushing weight of social media harassment, to the moment she's questioned whether her marriage can survive the weekly humiliation of watching Dominik and Liv's increasingly intimate storylines, Marie is laying it all bare. But here's what will absolutely infuriate you: the complete lack of support she's received from WWE's so-called family environment. While Triple H and Stephanie McMahon preach about taking care of talent, where's the support system for the wives and families who sacrifice just as much but receive none of the glory? Marie reveals how she discovered that certain segments between Dominik and Liv weren't even scripted, how creative liberties turned into something that crossed lines she never consented to crossing. How she's been gaslit by wrestling insiders who dismiss her concerns as jealousy rather than legitimate relationship boundaries being obliterated for entertainment. The breaking point came during a recent Monday Night Raw when Liv Morgan's hands lingered just a little too long during what was supposed to be a scripted interaction. Marie was watching backstage, and what she witnessed in that unguarded moment between takes will make your blood boil. The cameras weren't rolling, but the chemistry apparently was still very much alive. She's tired of being painted as the jealous wife who doesn't understand the business. Marie grew up around wrestling. She knew what she was signing up for when she married Dominik. But what she didn't anticipate was how modern storylines would push boundaries that previous generations of wrestling families never had to endure. The mental health toll has been devastating. Marie admits to anxiety attacks every Monday afternoon before Raw, knowing she's about to watch her husband in compromising positions with another woman while millions of fans fantasize about their relationship being real. The comments section of every WWE post becomes a minefield of speculation about whether Dominik prefers Liv over his actual wife. Social media has become a weapon aimed directly at her heart. Fans create elaborate fantasy scenarios about Dominik leaving Marie for Liv. They analyze every backstage photo, every social media interaction, every public appearance for signs that the on-screen romance is bleeding into reality. And the worst part? Some of those fans might not be wrong. Marie's most shocking revelation involves a conversation she overheard between Dominik and Liv after a particularly intense segment. What she heard will make you question whether professional boundaries still exist in modern WWE or if the lines have been completely erased in pursuit of ratings and social media buzz. The company's response to her concerns has been equally troubling. Instead of addressing the unique challenges faced by spouses of performers in romantic storylines, WWE has essentially told her to deal with it or risk damaging Dominik's push. The message is clear: your marriage comes second to our storylines. But Marie isn't just a victim in this situation. She's fighting back in ways that will surprise you. Her demands for script approval on certain segments. Her insistence on boundaries that protect her marriage even if they limit storyline possibilities. Her growing influence behind the scenes that's making writers think twice about how far they push these romantic angles. The Mysterio family legacy adds another layer of complexity to this situation. Rey Mysterio built his career on family values and representing Mexican culture with pride. Watching his son's marriage potentially crumble under the weight of sports entertainment politics has created tension within wrestling's first family that insiders whisper about but rarely discuss publicly. Marie reveals how Rey initially supported the Liv Morgan storyline but has grown increasingly concerned as he watches the toll on his daughter-in-law and son. Family dinners have become minefields where certain topics can't be discussed without explosive arguments erupting. The financial pressure compounds every emotional struggle. Dominik's WWE contract and future earning potential depend heavily on his character's success. Marie finds herself in an impossible position, supports storylines that damage her marriage or risk her family's financial security by demanding changes that could hurt Dominik's career trajectory. Behind-the-scenes footage that Marie has seen but will never be aired tells a different story than what viewers witness on Monday nights. The casual conversation between takes, the inside jokes, the moments when Dominik and Liv seem to forget they're supposed to be acting, all documented but locked away in WWE's vault. The most heartbreaking aspect of Marie's story involves their future plans. Starting a family becomes complicated when your husband's career requires him to publicly pursue other women. How do you explain to potential children why daddy kisses other women on television? How do you maintain a normal marriage when nothing about your circumstances is normal? Marie's support system has been surprisingly limited. Other wrestling wives either can't relate to her specific situation or are too concerned about their own family's WWE relationships to offer meaningful support. The isolation adds another dimension to her struggle that she's only now beginning to address publicly. Wrestling fans' parasocial relationships with performers have created an environment where Marie receives criticism for simply existing. Comment sections fill with fans who genuinely believe Dominik would be better off with Liv Morgan. The psychological impact of thousands of strangers actively rooting against your marriage cannot be overstated. The double standard in how male and female performers' real relationships are treated during on-screen romantic storylines has not escaped Marie's notice. Female wrestlers' boyfriends and husbands rarely face the same level of scrutiny and harassment that she endures daily. Marie's breaking point revelation involves a specific incident that occurred during a European tour when creative decisions were made that directly impacted her marriage without any consultation with her or Dominik. The details of what happened will make you question whether WWE truly cares about their performers' well-being or just their ability to generate controversy. Her demands moving forward are simple but revolutionary: transparency in storyline development that affects real relationships, mental health support for performers' families, and clear boundaries that protect marriages even within the context of sports entertainment. Whether WWE will listen remains to be seen. The courage it takes for Marie to speak out publicly about these issues cannot be understated. She's risking backlash from WWE management, criticism from fans who prefer the fantasy to reality, and potential damage to Dominik's career prospects. But her message is clear: real people exist behind these characters, and their well-being matters more than entertainment value. What happens next in this real-life drama may determine not just the future of the Mysterio marriage, but how WWE handles similar situations with other talent moving forward. Marie Juliette's brave decision to speak her truth might just change sports entertainment forever. The question now becomes, will WWE listen to her concerns and implement changes that protect real relationships, or will they continue prioritizing storylines over the human cost of their entertainment empire? Marie's story is just beginning, and the wrestling world will never be the same.